Welcome back. All right, so just the 3 games tonight in the National Hockey League. Very quiet Wednesday. You will notice I'm not wearing the wraparound shades or the eye protector, which I'll put back on when this video is done. Honestly, to this point past surgery, I can already see better out of this eye than I could see out of it before the cataract was removed. So the new lens is working all right. So I'm happy, and from what I've been reading, after about 3 days, that lens gets clearer. I've not had that experience though where it's really bright. I was warned everything's really bright. I've not had that experience. Maybe I will when they do the left eye, but either way, yeah, the left eye's got to get done too. All right, let's go ahead and start things off now that the medical report's done. Talk about the New York Rangers and the New York Islanders. And I also want to say too, there's not as many notes as there otherwise would have been. I felt kind of dopey after today's surgery too. I've seen comments on the News of the Day video. Martin versus Riddick in this one. The Islanders pressure at 4 minutes. Shots are 2-0 for New York at 5 minutes, and New York being the Islanders. The Islanders get some pressure at 9.5 minutes. There was a Horvat net drive. That was blocked. Barzal has a rush chance. That's saved. And power play for the Islanders comes out not too long after. 9 seconds later, it becomes 4-on-4. Then we got 31 seconds of a 4-on-3 for the Islanders, as it's a bit of a parade to the box. And at 14:39 on the power play, or 14:59 on the power play, Palat scores from Holmstrom and Schaefer. He buries this one from the slot, 1-0 for the Islanders. Then at 16:10, so a little over a minute later, Holmstrom. It's a screenshot from the point that's tipped in. D'Angelo and Pajot with the assists. So 2-0 in favor of the New York Islanders at that point. Rangers draw a power play. They do score on it at 18:04. Zibanejad scores from Miller and Gavrikov. So Zibanejad stays red hot. The Rangers would get some pressure in the final minute, but it's 2-1 for the Islanders after 20 minutes. Second period, Schaefer has a rush chance. That's held. The Islanders press at a minute and a half. Gavrikov has a point shot, which is blocked. Things get pushy on a hold by Riddick. Shots are 2-1 for the Rangers at 4 minutes. Zibanejad's denied from the slot. And then on a power play at 13:12, Barzal. Good movement, buried and close. And yeah, not much chance there for Martin. Barzal gets that goal from Holmstrom and Horvat. Then at 13:58, they add to their lead. Pajot. It's a rebound over a down Martin. The assist to Gatcomb and McLean. So, yeah, the Islanders are asserting themselves until at 15:42, Radish. It's a net drive that goes through Riddick. Radish with the goal. Laba and Borgen with the assists. So the Rangers pull themselves within a goal. The Islanders press with 2 minutes left, and at 19 minutes and 11 seconds, Heineman roofs one from the slot. Pelech and Palat with the assists. So we have a 5-2 lead, and there's Andre Palat on the board. So we go to the third period with the score 5-2 for the Islanders. Horvat fires one wide on a rush. The shots are 2-0 in favor of the Islanders at 4.5 minutes. Lob at a Radish. That chance at the Islanders' net gets picked off. We get power play for the Rangers. That's killed off. The Rangers nearly got one. It's a post. They were post away from 6-2. The shots were 6-2 for the Islanders with 9.5 minutes left. Panarin has a rush chance that's saved. Was not headed to the net. And yeah, this game ends up being kind of quiet late. The Rangers only managed 2 shots in the entirety of the third period. And the first star of this game was announced in the arena as Andre Palat. So there you go. Final score 5-2 for the Islanders. They go to 29, 19, and 5. They're tied with Pittsburgh for second place in the division. The New York Rangers 22, 26, and 6. They are 13 points away from being third in the Metro. So tough night for the New York Rangers. Shots on net, 14-7 Islanders in the first, 14-6 Islanders in the second, 8-2 Islanders in the third. They dominated the Rangers, 36-15 are the shots. Power plays, 2 for 5 for the Islanders, 1 for 2 for the Rangers. The hits, 31-23 Rangers. Martin saves 31 out of 36, and Riddick saves 14 out of 16 at the other end. All right, moving along. Still can't read numbers necessarily great because this side's still not great. All right. Philadelphia and Columbus. Vladar versus Merzlikins, and 38 seconds in on their first shot, Columbus scores. Coyle from Olivier and Werenski. Shots are 4-0 Columbus at 6.5 minutes, but the Rangers would answer. At 9:03, Konechny with a wrister from the slot. York and Juleson with the assists. We have ourselves a 1-1 tie. I didn't garner a new way of speaking. I didn't get someone else's eye and suddenly turn British. So I didn't get someone else's eye at all. So yeah. Anyways, the shots are 3-2 Columbus at 9 minutes left. Columbus has a 2-on-1 that draws a power play. That's killed off. Columbus is controlling, but it's 1-1. Zegras has a rush chance. That's saved with 1:40 left. The Flyers get a power play. That becomes 1 minute and 8 seconds of 4-on-4. And at 19 minutes and 40 seconds, Marchenko goes short side from the left circle to make it a 2-1 lead for Columbus. The assists to Werenski and Fantilli. So that's your score through 20 minutes. Early in the third, Columbus would get another. At 1:58, Goodbranson. It's a point shot on a face-off win. Sillinger and Cole with the assists. So we now have a 3-1 lead for the Blue Jackets. Shots are 3-1 Columbus at 4 minutes. Flyers press at 5 minutes. Zamula has a point shot that's held as Columbus presses. Shots are 10-5 for Columbus with 5.5 minutes left. We get a power play for the Flyers. That's killed off. Sillinger has a rush chance that's held. There's some pushing there. Columbus presses in the final minute. It's 3-1 for Columbus after 40 minutes. In the third, early power play for Columbus. Did Columbus score? Review says no. Referee takes a look at it. No. So, no, they did not score. We get 45 seconds of 4-on-4, and the referee is informed that he sucks, because otherwise, how's he going to know? Everything gets killed off there. And then at 4:08, Konechny scores for Philly. Wires one from the slot soon after all the penalties are done. Dvorak and Drysdale with the assists. The shots are 6-4 Columbus at the half. Jenner's robbed as Columbus presses. 7:56 left. The Flyers get a power play. That's killed off. But then at 15:14, after it's done, Konechny taps one in from the doorstep. Sanheim and Drysdale with the assists. And all of a sudden, we have ourselves a hat trick for Konechny, and we have a 3-3 tie. Michkov has a rush chance that's caught and held. And then at 16:32, Monahan. It's a cross-ice pass and in. Severson and Johnson with the assists. All of a sudden, Columbus is up 4-3. Then you pull the goaltender because you gotta. And at 18:53, Olivier hits the empty net. Sillinger with the assist. The Flyers had a 6-on-4 to try to finish this out and get something. They don't get a goal out of it, and 5-3 is your final score for Columbus. Columbus goes to 25-20-7 with the win. They are 6 points back of the third-place team in the Metro, which, of course, is the Islanders. Philadelphia, 24-19-9 overall. They are 6 points back of the third-place team in the Metro Division as well. So it's going to be quite the dogfight to see who ends up finishing third in that Metro Division. Just need one of those teams to pick it up and stay hot. All right, last game we're going to talk about tonight is Colorado and Ottawa. Ottawa clearly remembered the last game these teams played, didn't they? Blackwood versus Reimer. There's a delay game call. Gives the Sens the power play. 5 minutes in, the Sens had the first 5 shots on net. Colorado didn't have any. Blackwood was sharp as the Sens were in control. The Avs press are kept to the outside. Pressure by Colorado at 9 minutes. The shots are 6-2, though, for Ottawa with 5 minutes left. Not a whole lot happening in this game. Very quiet game. Nick Cousins has a rush chance that's defended. We don't have any goals in that first period. I don't know how many high danger chances there were. I don't think there were very many. We go to the second, and 3:19 in, Nick Cousins puts one in on a fast break. It's a home run pass by Zub that set him up, and Stutzla with the secondary assist. So all of a sudden, Ottawa's got the 1-0 lead. Shots are only 2-1 for Ottawa at 5 minutes. So they really didn't let hockey happen tonight. This was just don't play hockey. Just smother everything and just don't let anybody get to the net. Which can be a good opportunity for teams that maybe don't have as much talent as some others. And when you're against Colorado, you can assume you probably have less talent than they do, and you're probably right. Good forechecking by the Avs. The Sens draw a power play. Stutzla's denied from the doorstep. There's a shorthanded rush by Makar. That power play is killed off. 6 shots by the Avs 33 minutes into this game. Yeah, just nothing going right for the Avalanche until at 14:05. Kelly goes 5-hole from the left circle to tie it. Nelson and Middleton with the assists. It stays tied for right about that long. At 14:22, the Sens get the lead back. Greg goes bar down in his response. Clevin and Spence with the assists. So all of a sudden, it is a 2-1 lead for the Ottawa Senators. The Avs pressed for a response. Sens can't hit a buzzer beater. It stays 2-1 for Ottawa after the second period. Third period, early on, there's a goal at 2:06. Giroux scores from Jansen and Shabbat. Makar then has a rush chance that's blocked as Colorado's looking to answer, and they do. At 3 minutes and 30 seconds, Nichushkin with a backhand top shelf on a turnover. Jack Drury with the assist on that one. Shots are 2-1 for the Avs at 5.5 minutes. The Avs press at 6.5 minutes. Makar has a net feed. That's picked off. There's a press by Colorado at 9.5 minutes. Amadio has a wraparound that's blocked. Puck's cleared out. Giroux has a tip shot. That's held. The Avs press with 6.5 minutes left. The teams trade rushes and turnovers. Early goalie pull. Tkachuk and Stützle have empty net chances that are blocked. And then at 17:49, Tkachuk hits the empty net. The assist to Sanderson. Goalie pull happens again. And at 18:52, this time it's Tim Stützle hitting the empty net to turn what was a 3-2 game, a close game, into a 5-2 game for the Ottawa Senators. With that win, Ottawa 25-21-7. They are 8 points back of a wildcard spot. Colorado 35-7-9. They're obviously still 9 points ahead of Minnesota for first place in the division. But for Minnesota and Dallas, they got to start looking at this and thinking maybe, having something to play for this last 30 games, maybe trying to chase down the Avs can be their goal. But at any rate, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always, regarding tonight's action. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event that you may not have done so already. And as disorienting as the surgery I had today has been, and disorienting for me, and I've just been tired and stumbling over everything, and just, it's been a weird day. I'm glad that, I'm getting the other eye done, but then that's it. You never need to get them done again. So works absolutely fine. Perfect. Great. Awesome. At any rate, thank you guys so much for all your support. Do hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. And for anybody who's asking or offering, I don't take days off. Days off do not exist for me. It just doesn't matter. Not something that I want to do. It has to be pretty serious for me to be taking days off. So I don't consider cataract surgery to be really serious. Nerve-wracking, yeah, but painless too. Anyways, all right. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.